tonight.
The hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now Wilson. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Wilson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
2nd and 5. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
2nd and 2. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Hines. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Myers. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Carson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Wilson. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. Well, you talk about safety first. Gosh, for such a rare play, kind of unbelievable how many Super Bowls recently have begun with a safety. Charles, you had Tom Brady getting called for grounding against the Giants in Super Bowl 46.
Peyton Manning with the snap over his head in Super Bowl 48.
Yep, and now here's this one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They'll run on first down. Hines, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Hines. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 1st down, Taylor, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Carlos Dunlap. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. They'll drop the throw. Open man is Myers. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Rumbling past the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Pushes past him. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll run on 1st down. It's Austin. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Back to throw again. And this one's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Blankenship's kick is good. And thanks to a safety and 2 field goals, this is now an 8-0 game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. From the 27, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Wilson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Dallas. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Hines. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Defense.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will extend the lead to 11-0. So they're able to build on things here with a field goal. But, the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game. You'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Austin, and he powers his way up past the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Justin Houston in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll try the left side. Hines. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Hines. 59 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a give, right side. Austin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
From the 39, Wilson. That's the tight end, Hurst, with him. And he's taken down inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. move. 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Austin, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. On 2nd down, it's Austin. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Austin. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. And Myers able to knock it through. And they get rid of the goose egg, but still trailing by 8. It's 11-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Colts on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. They run with Hines. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 68 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And some room to work. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of stay away from. After the interception, here's Wilson. He finds Austin complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it a second down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
The Seahawks on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Second down and goal. Wilson, touchdown. It's complete. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And here's Rodgers to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Justin Houston make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now a give right side. It's Austin, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Alton Robinson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw is Wilson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Colts are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 63 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. He'll look to throw. He's got Fuller. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This is a big spot for a rookie QB in overtime. It's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is. And we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. There we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds...
And he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way in.